This is session 13. Hello students. In previous session we discussed that what is SN1 reaction, which type of substrates gives SN1 reaction, which solvents obviously we have to use, and what type of nucleophiles preferably participating in SN1 reaction. And in that case, SN1, SN2, if both are possible or not, what are the parameters or what are the conditions required for SN1 and SN2 also we discussed. Now we discussed stereochemistry of SN1 reaction. I am going to consider S3-bromo 2,3-dimethyl pentane which has chiral carbon, means departing group consists chiral carbon. So I used to select such substrate. So in which leaving group or departing group must and should be attached to chiral carbon. If you observe here, Br is leaving group. That group contains, the carbon contains, one is methyl, another one is ethyl, another one is isopropyl. So these three different groups, and now Br is leaving group. By leaving that, one more nucleophile come and attack upon that electrophilic carbon, carbocation. Ultimately you are getting how many products? Let us see. So first step, which upon S3-bromo 2,3-dimethyl pentane here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbons in long chain, 3-bromo 2,3-dimethyl. So this substrate upon boil with ethyl alcohol. Boil with ethyl alcohol, first step departing of leaving group and ultimately gives carbocation. So this carbocation intermediate, first step is rate determining step, first step is slow step, hence we can say it is rate determining step. So the formed carbocation has a trigonal planar geometry. In trigonal planar geometry, all the three methyl, ethyl and isopropyl, all the three groups are in one plane just like wings of fan. So all these three are in one plane. Now the approaching nucleophile, of course here neutral molecule which is ethyl alcohol come and attack to the vacant orbital. That vacant orbital lies above and below, nothing but perpendicular to the plane containing bond pairs. Pure orbitals always lies above and below to the plane containing bond pair of electrons. Here this is pure orbital, pure p orbital, and which has earlier it was electron there. Right now positive charge means there is no electron. Empty orbital, empty p orbital, this one, and these three groups are locating in the same plane. Now the approaching electrophile attacks either from above the plane or from below the plane. Either direction it can approach. The same we can also explain in HOMO-LUMO molecular orbital terms. Here empty orbital, empty p orbital, we can say LUMO, lowest unoccupied molecular orbital, and this lone pair is going to donate to the lone pair of which one? Oxygen. That what we call to HOMO. It will be donated in either direction, means within the plane. Now electrophile, nucleophile approaches either like this or like this. Either direction the nucleophile approaches, resultant you are getting two products. In which way departing group departed, in which way leaving group departed. In the same way if nucleophile approaches, then that configuration what we call the retention of configuration, means earlier it was S, right now again it has S configuration. There is no difference. Now if the nucleophile approaches from rear side, opposite side to the leaving group, in which direction leaving group departed, with respect to that opposite direction if nucleophile approaches, then we are getting inversion of a product. That what we called earlier it was R, now we are saying earlier it was S, now we are saying R. So it is very clear, upon this formed carbocation intermediate, approaching nucleophile approaches either of the direction, either above the plane or from below the plane. So we are having two possibilities, one is retention and another one is inversion. This retention and inversion we can notice in case of leaving group containing four different groups, means chiral center. If there is no chiral center, such scenario we cannot notice, we are getting same. But whenever it is chiral, in such a case we can observe. So in other case also there, that I will explain little later. Now in this case, carbocation first step formation intermediate, that is slow step, and later attacking of electrophile, neutral electrophile here, there is no charged electrophile, ethyl alcohol attacks upon positively charged carbon either of the direction, and we are getting actually oxonium salts. From that oxonium salts, deprotonation takes place, and final product you are getting this one. So throughout this mechanism, it is very clear. If we consider one isomer, you are getting two products. One isomer gives two products. This reaction, what we called, this is not earlier SN2 we discussed one isomer gives only one product. So that reaction stereospecific we mentioned. Here one isomer gives different products. If one isomer gives different products, of which if one is predominant, that is called stereoselective. Here predominant or not predominant, let us check. So predominant means out of R and S, or retention and inversion, if one is a major maximum amount and the second one is minor, in such a case we can say that is stereoselective. But I said that this reaction SN1 reaction is not stereospecific, means you are getting two products from one isomer, right? Now two products, not one product. That's why it is not stereospecific. Whereas SN2 is stereospecific. One reactant gives only one product, or one isomer gives only one product. There is only rear side attacking. Here both side attacking is possible. That's why you are getting two products. That means one reactant is not giving one product. Instead of that, one reactant is giving two products, more than one product. That's why I mentioned that it is not stereospecific. Hope it is clear. Now let us come. Of these two, which one is major and which one is minor? If you want to explain, what a possibility to attack that nucleophile from above the plane and from below the plane. Here I am saying that the approaching of nucleophile either of the direction has equal possibility, because with respect to this methyl, ethyl and isopropyl group, whatever the hindrance, steric hindrance or repulsion, that will be remains the same in case of electrophile approaches from above the plane or below the plane. That means even though electrophile approaches above the plane or below the plane, repulsions or hindrance remains the same. If it remains the same, then what we are expecting? Equal possibility of retention and inversion. In such a case, we can explain 50% of product of retention and 50% product of inversion. In such a case, 1:1 ratio of retention and inversion or 50-50 equimolar concentration of retention and inversion of product is called racemic mixture. So as we know that racemic mixture is optically inactive. Means if we consider optically active isomer, ultimate product we are expecting optically inactive mixture of retention and inversion. So if this happens clearly, then whatever our explanation, that is clear. But here a problem is, we can notice with another example. This is cyclopentane. Cyclopentane, first and third positions. One third position is attached to deuterium, first position attached to bromine. 1, 2, 3. So now both the hydrogen atoms are same side. That what we say cis. Now Br group is going to depart, and ultimately we are getting carbocation. And with respect to these three bonds containing plane, this vacant orbital lobes are locating perpendicular to that plane of which contains bond pairs. That means above and below the plane, these lobes are located. Now what we are expecting? The same explanation, Br minus can approach either of the direction, either from above the plane or from below the plane. Then we are getting two possibilities here, Br minus or CH3OH. So let us consider CH3OH. CH3OH. The CH3OH approaches above or below the plane. So we are getting two products. So if you notice here, in first one, both the hydrogen atoms lies below the plane, that what we call retention. And here hydrogen or both hydrogen atoms are exactly opposite to each other. One is below the plane, another one is above the plane. These two. So this product what we call the trans product. So if we consider cis product, cis reactant, and you are getting two products, one is again cis, another one is trans. So what we are expecting? Same 50-50, but actual product is 40% and 60%. We are getting 40% and 60%. So we are expecting 50:50. Of course, here also you are not getting 50-50 product. Means 50% retention, 50% inversion you are not getting. Practically, if you observe, a little bit more inversion is there. Of course, 90% racemization, but there is an edge of 10%. There is an edge of 10% more for inversion. So that was proved here. That means we are expecting both the retention and inversion products are equal, equimolar. But we are getting practically inversion little bit more. So why we are getting more inversion and compared to retention, that we are going to learn. So let us see here. Nucleophile attacks either direction, means above the plane or below the plane. So in such a case, we are expecting equimolar, but often more inversion than retention. We are getting often more inversion than retention. Why? That we are going to explain in such a way, as a leaving group is partially blocked front side of carbocation, rear side is a extremely free, means unhindered one. So when nucleophile approaches, front side leaving group just it acts as obstacle, means it causes hindrance. That's why the attacking group goes to rear side. That I'll explain here in different manner. So SN1 reactivity order mainly depending upon stability of carbocation. If you observe, methyl carbocation primary, secondary and tertiary. Methyl carbocation highly unstable, it do not form carbocation. In such a case, SN1 reaction is very less, we can say not takes place. And then primary, compared to that secondary is more, compared to secondary, tertiary is more. And what we discussed in case of SN2 reaction, allyl, benzyl, these two can proceed SN2 reaction much fast because of less steric hindrance, and rear side attacking is possible, and electrons, pi electrons at beta carbon stabilizes that. We all discussed that points. Whereas in case of vinyl and phenyl halides, SN2 reaction do not takes place. SN2 reaction do not takes place because rear side attacking is not possible, because the leaving group containing carbon is electron rich. Here also leaving group containing carbon only electron rich. That's why here nucleophile, being a nucleophile, that we are using charged nucleophile, more charge, hence that also nucleophile approaching nucleophile also electron rich, and leaving group containing carbon, that what we call electrophilic carbon also electron rich. That's why it's a carbon electrophilicity decreases, nucleophile tendency to attack upon that particular carbon also decreases. So in case of SN2, vinyl and phenyl do not takes place for SN2, okay, and methyl SN2 more, tertiary butyl SN2 do not takes place because of steric hindrance. Once again, for SN2 not SN1, for SN2 I am saying SN2 methyl is more and tertiary butyl is less, okay. Now for SN1 methyl is less, tertiary butyl more, so it is nothing but reverse to SN2. That statement reverse to SN2 is applicable up to here only. You are not supposed to generalize. So wherever you go, what are the conditions required for SN1? Quite opposite to SN2 or vice versa. We are not supposed to understand like that. So that statement reverse to SN2 is applicable up to here only. Now have a look. Allyl and benzyl, vinyl and phenyl, are they undergo SN1 or not? Let us check. So for SN1 required condition is stable carbocation formation. So allyl bromide, it can form stable carbocation. How do you know it is stable? Because of resonance. The positively charged carbon is involved in resonance. That's why this carbocation is more stable. Since carbocation is more stable, it can give SN1 product, no doubt in that one. But you mentioned SN2 also gave na? Of course, when you, this allyl bromide can give both SN1 and SN2. That only I mentioned here. Reverse to SN2 is applicable up to here only, but not here. This one allyl and benzyl both can give SN1 and SN2. But how could we know, sir? Depending upon condition, which nucleophile you are going to select. Which nucleophile means neutral nucleophile na or charged nucleophile na. Which solvent you are going to use? Polar solvent na or only polar protic solvent na or polar aprotic solvent. Which one you are going to use? So remaining conditions also there, that we will learn in SN1 SN2 comparison. Now allyl bromide, since it is able to form allyl carbocation, yes, obviously it can give SN1 product. And benzyl also, because of benzyl carbocation is more stable due to resonance. It has resonance structures 3 plus 1 4. It has 1 plus 1 2. So almost allyl and benzyl carbocations are nearly same stability. That's why both undergoes SN1. Both undergoes SN1. So both undergoes not only SN1, along with SN2, SN1 also. But which one, which reaction predominate, that depending upon the remaining conditions. Now let's come to vinyl and phenyl. So in case of SN2, what we discussed, that nucleophile cannot approach the electron rich center. Okay, fine. Now if it is able to form stable carbocation, then we can see it also gives SN1. Let us check whether it gives stable carbocation or not. So vinyl halide CH2 double bond CH plus Cl minus. So this one is highly unstable. Since this carbon is sp2 hybridized carbon, sp2 hybridized carbon, more S character means more electronegativity means less stability of the positive charge. In other words, this CCl bond is not going to break that much easily. That also in previous session we discussed. So CCl, it adopts double bond character because of plus M effect of chlorine. Since plus M effect of chlorine, CCl double bond character adopts. That's why CCl bond is not going to break. And even though here carbocation anyway formed, that carbocation also unstable. Similarly here vinyl chloride also same reason here. Cl containing lone pair is involved in resonance, and because of resonance here 3 plus 1, 4 number of resonance structures you are getting, CCl double bond character, and also vinyl just like vinyl carbocation, phenylic carbocation also unstable. That's why this one do not form. Since vinylic and phenylic carbocations are highly unstable, their formation do not takes place. That's why these two are not giving SN1 like SN2. SN2 also not possible for these two. There we mentioned that hindrance. Here SN1 also not possible. Here we are mentioned that carbocation stability. Now let us see SN1 reaction. Here secondary butyl, secondary pentyl bromide, 2-bromo 3-methyl butane upon solvolysis. What products you are getting? I hope you can write. And similarly here CH3OH neutral electrophile heat we are providing. In this case charge nucleophile I am giving. So these are the conditions for SN1 and these are the conditions for SN2. So try to write the product of SN1 and SN2 for the same substrate. And what you are expecting here? SN1 or SN2? Here nucleophile is not charged one, no doubt. That's why SN2 is not possible. Ultimately SN1. So for SN1 what required? Basic requirement? Carbocation. So carbocation after leaving this Cl, then what we are getting? CH3O CH2 plus. So what we are saying? Because of OCH3 it is minus I. Because of minus I, electron pulling group or electron withdrawing group. Being electron withdrawing group, carbocation stability decreases. In general we think like that, right? But that is not correct. Here not only minus I, here oxygen is plus M. It donates its lone pair to carbon. So this carbocation is highly stable. This carbocation is highly stable. We are not supposed to think unstable. So because of this carbocation is highly stable, from this carbocation we can get SN1 product. And moreover, this carbocation is more stable compared to even tertiary carbocation. If you compare it to that, this one is more stable. In tertiary carbocation, hardly plus I or hyperconjugation if hydrogens are there. But here resonance plus M, which is more powerful. That's why this reaction proceeds. So nucleophilic substitution product you can write. Now have a look here. These two are typical or different examples. So isopropenyl chloride, if undergoes solvolysis, we are getting isopropenyl carbocation. So this one is stable. So what we are expecting? This we know, sir, this one is stable because of these pi electrons are involved in resonance. Because of resonance it is stable. Not only because of resonance, if you think properly, this one is aromatic. This carbocation is. Have a look here, a different example I am going to explain. Here carbon consists leaving group. Assume that all the 3 remaining groups are different groups like this. Say A and B and C here, remaining 3 groups. Now what happened? In presence of a polar solvent like water or alcohol, first this L has to take away its bond pair of electrons. That means here we are getting carbon and this carbon is going to bear positive charge slowly, and leaving group departs L minus. Here what happened? Because of high dielectric constant of solvent, it has a tendency, it has that ability to break the bond in between carbon and leaving group as L minus and C plus. Now in between these two solvent molecules has to come, and that solvent molecules need to solvation, means if water is solvent, that what we have to say? Hydration. So what happened? This leaving group containing carbon and leaving group, in between these two bond is going to break. because of high dielectric constant of solvent like water or alcohol. When we are providing heat, this bond is going to break. Ultimately, you are getting two ions. One is cation, another one is anion. That cation, what we call carbocation. Here, in order to identify the stereochemistry, I used to consider that carbon is attached to different groups. Now, carbocation and leaving group. Later, what happened? All these solvent molecules has to come. So, whenever this plus and minus means negatively charged and positively charged ion, they are not going to leave away. Still, even though that negative charge and positive charge developed completely, still there is an intimation in between these two ions. There is an attraction in between these two ions, that what we called intimated ion pair. That what we called intimated ion pair. But we are not supposed to expect, yes, a leaving group is take away its electrons, bond pair of electrons, and it comes out completely L minus from the field of carbocation. That is quite impossible thing, because of L minus, which is negatively charged, it obviously attracted by the positive charge, carbocation. So it still retains in that path. It is not going to depart completely. So how it is going to depart, if you think, means if you see, then you can understand. So until unless intimated ion pair, here this part means not cleared, means this path is not cleared because of leaving group is not completely departed. So now there is only one possibility for a nucleophile to attack upon this positive charge. There is only one possibility, that is only rear side. That means here front side, whatever it is there, means leaving group departing side, this was blocked, partially blocked this one. So in this direction, nucleophile cannot approach. So if you consider alcohol or water molecule, this water molecule being electron rich, this entry here restricted because of leaving group also electron rich. So this is electron rich, attacking one also electron rich. These two are obviously going to repel with each other. Hence, for in front direction entry restricted. Now there is a possibility to enter only from rear side, means again with respect to leaving group, rear side only nucleophile approach. Now, whenever the solvent molecules comes in between these two means carbocation and leaving group, negatively charged one, then what happened? This negatively charged one is getting solvated. So surrounded around water molecules with hydrogen phase, partially positively charged hydrogen phase like this. So all these are partially positively charged one. So whenever more number of partially positively charged hydrogens are surrounded around this L minus, then that attraction in between this plus and minus gradually decreases. Plus and minus gradually decreases here. Simultaneously, one more thing happens here. This carbocation is surrounded by water molecules with oxygen phase, which consists partial negative charge. That's why carbocation, this one is surrounded by water molecules. Water molecules which phase? Which phase this one? Oxygen. Here oxygen gets negative charge and partially positively charged hydrogens comes surface, means comes outside. Like this, oxygen is going to surround around this. Oxygen is going to surround around this carbocation, oxygen of water molecule or nucleophile, whatever it may be. So in this scenario, this is what we call solvation. First, intimated ion pair. This intimated ion pair has to convert into solvent separated ion pair. I hope you got the point here. Initially leaving group departs. When leaving group departs, there is no formation of direct ions as carbocation and L minus. We are not supposed to get, since the force of electrostatic force of attraction exists in between plus and minus. Hence, still there is an attraction between these two. Hence, it remains as intimated ion pair. Later, what happened? The solvent molecule like water molecule. These water molecules come and surround around that positively charged carbocation and negatively charged ion around this. Then resultant, how they are going to surround? L minus surrounded by partially positively charged H plus and C plus surrounded by partially negatively charged oxygen. So ultimately, whenever this thing happens, then that force of attraction between this plus and minus completely, means slowly reduced, and whenever it is slowly reduced, these solvent molecules take away this L minus too far, and the force of attraction between these two gradually decreases. Whenever the solvent molecules takes away this L minus too far, then this path will be slowly cleared. That what we call solvent separated ion pair. So intimated ion pair is stage 1. Until unless intimated ion pair, in that stage nucleophile can approach only rear side, and whenever this intimated ion pair is converted into completely solvent separated ion pair. Solvent separated ion pair means like this solvation, like this solvation. In such a case, now around this carbocation water molecule is only surrounded. Now nucleophile approaches either of the direction, means from above the plane or from below the plane. So there are two possibilities here. Until intimated ion pair is converted into solvent separated ion pair, solvent separated ion pair, there is no both direction access for attacking nucleophile. It has only one way, that is rear side access. Because of this reason only, inversion product, as we discussed in previous example, inversion product is little bit more than retention. That's why you are not getting 100% racemic mixture, you are getting almost 90% of racemic mixture, and 10% is 1 enantiomer excess. Around 10%, not to scale. So around 10%, around one of the enantiomer is in excess, remaining 90% is racemic mixture. Hope it is very clear. Why we are expecting 50-50 means racemic mixture, but we are not getting 100% racemic mixture, 50-50. Instead of that, we are getting a little bit inversion product is more. Why inversion is more? Front side means leaving group, departing side is blocked sometime by leaving group. Hence, a nucleophile cannot approach in such a direction. So in such a case, nucleophile has only one way, that is attacking from rear side. And once the intimated ion pair is converted into solvent separated ion pair, in such a case, now nucleophile can approach either side. Until that conversion of intimated ion pair into solvent separated ion pair, nucleophile has only one way, right? That's why a little bit inversion product is major. Now have a look here. Via formation of carbocation, here reaction proceeds via formation of carbocation. If you observe ethyl alcohol and 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 bromo 3 methyl butane, 2 bromo 3 methyl butane. So what we are expecting? Br has to leave as Br minus with along with its bond pair of electron take away, and it leaves carbocation. Which carbocation you are going to get here? Secondary carbocation, because this carbon is attached to 2 alkyl groups. So secondary carbocation. Since secondary carbocation somewhat stable, but here what happened? One of the hydride shift takes place. By shifting of this hydride, secondary carbocation is converted into tertiary carbocation. Means in this reaction there is a possibility for 2 carbocations. One is secondary, another one is tertiary. So compared to secondary carbocation, tertiary carbocation is more stable. Hence from more stable, the product what we are getting, that is major product. So in this case there are 2 products are possible. One is with respect to secondary carbocation, another one is with respect to tertiary carbocation. So tertiary carbocation is more stable. That's why from that tertiary carbocation, what product we are getting, that is major product. Okay. So you need to consider optical isomerism also.